Sir Kofi Kingston, welcome in, buddy.
Here we are. Yes, sir.
Here we
Yes,
are.
sir. Here we are. Huh?
Dude,
And
midweek
look at your
review.
hat right now, man. How is this? How is this possible? Look at you, repping, man. Oh my! Round of applause. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I wore it for you. I'm originally from the mean streets of Palmer, Massachusetts.
Hey,
I,
nice.
I have converted to become a diehard Chicagoan, but when I'm speaking to fellow massholes like myself, you got to
You gotta
rep,
play the
man.
role. You gotta
You got to
play
play.
the role.
You got to. You got
It's
cheap
all
pop,
good.
cheap pop, cheap pop, right?
Hey, I take what I can get around here these days.
I bet. I bet. Well, dude, thanks for joining and taking some time. I know you're super busy per usual, but we got to talk Friday night. I'll be there. Allstate Arena, one of the most iconic venues for what you guys do, and it's Friday Night Smackdown, which is hitting on all cylinders right now. So, talk about this Friday night, what you got planned, or what we can expect, because the fans in Chicago are rabid in the ready.
They are rabid and ready, man. And I love going to Chicago. I feel like when people talk about like some of the best arenas and best crowds, like Chicago doesn't get mentioned in there. And it needs to. It really does. It's such an amazing crowd every single time. Everyone's like just so into the show and we look forward to being there every time. So this time will be no different. But yeah, man, I don't know what's going to happen on SmackDown, but all I do know is that we better have some kind of celebration or recognition for us and our victory last week on SmackDown when we beat not only the Usos, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, but also RK Bro, the Raw Tag Team Champions, for the title of the best tag team in WWE right now. So we are the best. We are the best. There's no that you can't dispute it. I put it out there on Twitter, and a lot of people were like, "No, well, you're not the best because you wouldn't be able to beat Legion of Doom back in the day." I said, "No. The stipulation for the match was such that if we won the match, we would become the best tag team in WWE. So there is no dispute. I can't wait to go to Chicago and bask in that."
Yes.
And hopefully they'll be there to celebrate us and give us the respect that we deserve, man.
Speaking of the Usos, it feels like this feud with the New Day has been going on for like a decade, but
Yeah.
it never gets old. How do you guys do that? It's got to be chemistry, right?
It is, man. It's really, really special. And I was just thinking about that after the match last week. Like, I'm so grateful for that because there you don't have that kind of chemistry with everybody. Some people it's a real struggle to to get a match together with. And you do your best to to have a great match, and for the most part, we do. But with the Usos, it's always just so easy, man. We just have the same mentality. I feel like it's like the Hatfields and the McCoys, right? Like this generational rivalry. Although we've been the only the level of generation that's been going against each other. But yeah, it seems like we have similar mentalities in terms of the way that we approach the matches. We both want to be the greatest tag team of all time. So regardless of where we are on the card, over the years they've put us on the pre-show or they put us in the middle of the card. They've given us the main event. Regardless of where we are on the show, we always want to steal the show, no matter what. We want people to be talking about us, and we all have that mentality. So we always just bring our A game, whether it be on the mic, or whether it be in the ring, or whether it be in a rap battle, or whether it be in a street fight, or whether it be in an elimination chamber match, or whether it be in a cage match, Hell in a Cell, whatever. We just go out there and we give it our all every single time, and we try to top the last match. It's almost, I don't want to like throw my name in this hat because I feel like
Okay.
it's like kind of arrogant, but like when you think about like the Hardys and the Dudleys, and Edge and Christian with their ladder matches way back in the day, they would always like top each other. And I don't want to compare our matches, but I'm saying our mentality in terms of the way that we approach that scenario is that we always want to top the last match that we had. So that's what we're looking to do, man.
It's impressive because I like the comparison you just made. You don't see a lot of tag teams, just quite frankly, last that long. A lot of times you split, you go separate ways, but the Usos have maintained their tag team dominance, and you guys have been relevant for however long. It's just pretty impressive for tag teams to even stay together that long.
Yeah, it definitely is. Especially like I feel like in this day and age, everything is so fast paced. Even the way that storylines are built, you look at back in like the 80s and 90s, you would have guys who would be built in a rivalry against each other and they wouldn't touch for a year. Like, can you imagine just going back and forth verbally or going back and forth with like vignettes or promos for 365 days? Like that, it's ridiculous to even think about that in this day and age. But somehow we've been able to remain together over the past, I think, 9 years or 8 years or something like that. Like we just eclipsed that accolade a couple about a month ago, I think. So yeah, man, we just look forward to being able to keep doing it. So that's what you do. You approach every day and you try to make the best out of it.
Best moment of your career has to be MetLife Stadium, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. For a lot of different reasons, I've been lucky to have had a lot of great moments over the years, but the pinnacle would definitely have to be, and I hate when it comes out of my mouth, but Kofi Mania. When other people say it, it's fine. Like coming out of my mouth, it makes me like, bah, you know. But I think it was amazing for so many different reasons. I mean, obviously, like being with the company at that point for 11 years without having a title shot for the WWE Championship or the Universal Championship or World Heavyweight Championship. So there was all of that like build. Again, that was an unintentional like slow burn, right? Which you don't get intentionally in this day and age, like I've been saying. But my kids got to get in the ring afterwards. All the sacrifices that I've made for them, they got to be there at the greatest moment of my success. And all of a sudden I realized I'm like, oh, that's why the universe wanted me to wait. Because if this happened like 10 years ago, they wouldn't be able to be here, to experience this. And of course, like my wife too, right? Like she sacrificed so much to be home with the kids and so that I'm able to be on the road and even do this. There's obviously like myself, Ian Woods, who like manifested this over time. A lot of people told us that we sucked, Chicago included, told us that we sucked at the top of their lungs. And, we flipped it around somehow and they adored us. So that was an amazing experience. I mean, I could go on for forever about how serendipitous it was for me to win, especially being the first African born champion to ever do it. It's an honor to be able to inspire other people who look like me that anything is possible because you've seen it and you've seen me do it. It's weird to say, but you've seen it, so it's possible. And then just everybody out there who's had a struggle beyond race, beyond background, and all that. Everybody out there knows what it feels like to struggle, and you get to a crossroads where you wonder if you should keep on going or go do something else or quit. And my story is one where I just kept on doing it, right? I kept at it, and the cards fell into place. So here we are.
I was there. I was there, grown ass men crying. It was a moment. You just gave me chills talking about with your kids. You talk about the sacrifices you made being on the road. I always wanted to know this. Like, how the hell do you stay so fit? What is it? Is it just discipline?
Yeah,
I mean, I know you got to get like half naked, like in front of crowds every day. So there's a little bit of a motivation
yeah.
there. But
You,
man,
you'd be wise to maybe look in shape, but honestly, like that's some people's thing. If you want to go out and you want to look sloppy out there, like more power to you. There's people who are able to do it in an athletic way, and it's great. But I think it's more of you develop a habit. Like I've been working out since, gosh, like middle school, pretty much every week. I don't think I've taken like a span of like 30 days off from doing something physical. So at this point, it's weird to have that time off. If I go like a week without working out, I'm just like I'm itching to get in and like do something, whether it be walk on the treadmill or whatever it is. So I think your body over time just gets used to that, and you develop a pattern. So to me, it's not like discipline because I feel like when you're disciplined to do something, it's like you have, I mean, I guess we have the goal of wanting to be like at our peak performance and physical fitness and all that. But for me, it's more of just habit. The more you work out, the more it becomes a part of you, and you can't imagine yourself, doing without it. So you find a way. You find a way to either find a gym or do just a body weight workout, whatever it is. You find a way to move around and stay active.
yep, very good. All right, man. I appreciate the time. Go kill it on Friday night. I can't wait. The celebration will be here. Chicago. I don't know if you knew this. We know how to party a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, but one thing I do want to know before we go, you've accomplished everything, pretty much, possibly anything you could in the WWE. What's one thing you have left? What's one goal that you want to accomplish?
Man, becoming WWE champion was great. I think the next step is to become a multiple time WWE champion, but I don't look too far ahead because there's only so much I can control. If I could control my destiny, I wouldn't have waited or had to or made myself fight for over a decade to actually get the shot. But right now I'm just enjoying the success of my homies, man. Like Big E being WWE champ right now is just so amazing, so awesome. No one is more deserving of that role, and he's represented so well. You know, you see him all over the place on
Mhm.
Fox and college football and just all over the place. And then obviously Xavier being King of the Ring right now, like this has always been his dream. Every time people asked about like, hey, well, what when do you want to win a championship? He's like, I don't care about championships. I just want to be king. And now he's the king, you know. So their success is my success. So I'm really excited about what they're doing right now.
Kofi Kingston, part of the greatest tag team of all time. Appreciate
Right.
it. We'll see you Friday night, bro. Thanks for the time,
Yes,
man.
sir. Yeah,
All right.
peace, man.
Talk to you soon.